We'll never put a stop to the disease at this rate. Well met, Traveler. I'm not sure what has brought you to Scalecaller Peak, but I must advise you to turn back. The creatures within this mountain have been exposed to a terrible disease, and I'm afraid there's a chance you'll become infected. I'm trying to stop the disease from spreading. I came here with several companions, but we weren't expecting an attack so early on. The ogres were far less aggressive during my last visit. I believe this sickness has changed their behavior. Trapped on the other side of a broken bridge, I'm afraid. Say, you look capable. Would you mind escorting me through the frost-spiked caverns in order to reach my companions? It's vitally important we continue our expedition. Now, we must be cautious. Scalecaller has always been a place of danger, and this disease seems to have only further agitated the creatures that live here. Of course, I originally came here to study the dragon priest Scalecaller, the namesake of this mountain. Unfortunately, upon my arrival, I discovered a cult. They appear to be experimenting with this disease, perhaps even creating a plague. Once, dragons reigned over all of Tamriel. Their favored followers were honored as dragon priests, and gifted powerful masks imbued with the dragon's power. Zaan, the Scalecaller, was one such priest, and here lie her remains. Well, what fascinates me is her strong connection with Thurvokun, her dragon lord. I had hoped to research that connection, but then I discovered these depraved cultists. Feel free to read my journal if you'd like to learn more. It sounds just dreadful, doesn't it? Normally, I wouldn't jump to such conclusions, but I happened upon some of their research notes. It outlined their experiments with the disease and how they intend to spread it. Given the state of the creatures here, I'd say they've already started. I have no idea what's driving them towards such a dark goal, but I do know we must put an end to it. That is the current purpose of my expedition. Truly? Even undead, defeating a dragon is no small feat. That's simply amazing. You must tell me the tale when the time is more opportune. Dragon priests are my life's work, but I find their dragon lords endlessly fascinating.
What kind of idiot would come to this gate-forsaken mountain?
What? Like us?
And that's the end of that tale.
How are you all faring? Everyone all right?
Lotus and I are fine, but Ludovic wasn't so lucky. He fell.
Always told him that name of his would do him no good.
I was afraid of that when I saw he wasn't with you. You two stay there. We'll go around to meet up.
It's not like we have much of a choice. Just be prepared for battle when you get here.
Now, we must be cautious. Scalecaller has always been a place of danger, and this disease seems to have only further agitated the creatures that live here. Oh, certainly. I suppose we make a rather ragtag group. My companions are all members of the Undaunted. The Red Guard woman is Ela. The Nord is Lotus. And the poor fellow who died is Ludovic. Ela al-Ragath? Why, she's an exceptional warrior and capable leader. Came highly recommended from the Undaunted. I wouldn't get on her bad side, though, if I were you. She can have quite the temper. He calls himself Lotus the Rock. Man of few words, and most of those words seem to be not-so-veiled threats. I hear he gets his name from a particularly unorthodox fighting style of his. One can only imagine. Ludovic the Lucky. He's a cheerful fellow. Well, was a cheerful fellow. Had a knack for healing magic. It's quite a loss to the team, now that he's no longer with us.
Do this! Steady on! Shake it off!
Be careful fighting those two. They look stronger than the rest. Smell stronger, too.
Be careful of those storm winds. They'll freeze you. He's summoning skeevers. Stop him.
I'm not doing so well.
Oh no! The ogre seems to be summoning skeevers. The ogre is calling up skeevers. Quick, disrupt him. Perhaps we can use those ice ogres to our... With that group defeated, you've lost the protection of his pillars. Finish the other ogre, quickly!
What a shame. They never bothered me the last time I was here. What manner of illness has this cult created? Poor bastards. They never stood a chance. Ogres may not be the friendliest of creatures, but I was never bothered on my first trip to this mountain. The disease must have enraged them, caused them to turn aggressive. What a senseless death. Perhaps it was for the best. This illness looks absolutely gruesome. At least their suffering has been put to an end. We can't allow this disease to spread to the rest of Tamriel. Come, let's keep going. No wonder Ela and Lotus are still down on those steps.
You want to talk? Now? Looks to me like you've still got a fight to handle.
I don't think now's the time for a chat.
Those are orbs of sorts. Be careful. They're
Give it all you've got!
These gargoyles were just statues the last time I was here. What changed?
Beats me. All I know is that we were stuck between a rock and a pitfall.
Ela, we can't allow the disease to spread. I need you and Lotus to go back and burn every corpse you find.
Fine. Just make sure you don't take down the cult leader without us. We still have a deal.
Yes, you'll have your prize, just as we agreed.
You seem to have a knack for battle, but make no mistake. If we hadn't lost Ludovic, me and my men would have cleared this place out. I'm a member of the Undaunted, same as you. Jorvald hired me to escort him up this mountain, and in return, I hired Lotus and Ludovic. It's as simple as that. If you've been keeping up with your pledges, you've probably met my niece, Maj. Good lass. Huh, and here I thought you were a true Undaunted. The fewer the warriors, the greater the glory. If I had to, I would have taken this mountain by force. Just needed a moment to regain my strength. I think we're done here. Why don't you move along?
Hey, I remember your face. I'll let you buy me another drink when this is all done. I'm sure I'm going to need it. Ela hired me for this job. Not quite as clean cut as I'm used to, but Jorvald pays well. That's all that matters. Usually the client says, go fight this, go kill that, but a plague? Not sure how we're supposed to stop that. Well, just point me to a face and I'll make sure to bash it in.
I just don't understand. These gargoyles were merely statues when I came here before. Unfortunately, I'm just not sure. Normally, I'd blame the cultists, but I doubt they'd have this kind of power. These statues are ancient, imbued with old magic. I don't know what matter of mage could awaken them. The arrival of these cultists, the creation of this plague, all of it simply unprecedented. Perhaps the growing hostility of the local fauna have awakened the temple's defenses. We'll need to keep moving if we want further insight.
Watch out for this one. She must be the Giant's matriarch. Watch out. Won't survive the matriarch's swing. Watch out. Won't survive the matriarch's swing. The matriarch is going in for the kill. One strike from that giant is like you're done for.
Looks like the newcomers get to have all the fun today.
Fascinating. I would have expected this illness to weaken the giants, but it seems just the opposite.
Yet another reason to wipe the temple clean of this repugnant cult.
While I agree, we also can't allow this sickness to spread. I'll need you and Lotus to burn the corpses, just like before.
Just call me Lotus the Torch.
I doubt it will be any easier going from here, but we'll see you all further up. How strange. I've never seen an illness give strength to those it has afflicted. You would think these poor creatures would barely be able to move, what with the state they're in. Why would the cult put themselves at such risk? I do believe the cult infected these creatures, most likely for research purposes. However, such aggression would only make this mountain more dangerous for further experiments to be conducted. These symptoms simply can't be by design. Ogres and giants have a natural magic all their own, as mysterious as it is powerful. I'm sure the cult didn't think to take that into account. Few researchers do. What a senseless slaughter. With only more to come, I fear. asking.
No guts, no glory.
You wish to help with testing?
I am blessed. Now give me strength. Then all be.
Just a moment. I need to get this door for Lotus and Ela.
Your prowess was
Seems
befitting
like
a
these
knight.
cultists have as much of
Well
an affinity
done.
for the dead dragon priest as you do, Yorvold. They keep invoking her name.
Ah, you would think these cozies would just worship a Daedric prince, like any sensible cult.
I'm glad to see you both uninjured and unafflicted, I hope.
None of them got close enough to give us their little blessing. I can assure you of that.
Ugh, the putrid smell of burning, disease-ridden flesh. Just can't get enough of it.
By the 8, I'll be glad when this cult is wiped clean from the face of Nirn. They seem to think this disease they've concocted is a blessing, one that they are happy to share with the rest of Tamriel. The whole thing's repulsive. I haven't been this pleased to end someone's miserable existence in a long time.
Za'an the Scalecaller. They've taken over her temple, begun to invoke her name. I fear that these facts are no mere coincidence. This cult must be worshipping her in some fashion. But why? I fear not. Scalecaller is a dragon priest, and long dead at that. Besides, she's never been connected to plagues or disease. Perhaps they're trying to tap into her power. Or perhaps the decor here is merely to their liking. Never mind. Forget I said anything. Just a half-baked theory. Besides, we'll find out the truth soon enough. I suspect that the cult leader is just up ahead. We should get moving.
Your prowess was befitting a knight. Well done.
Ela, hold. Let them take care of this one. I need you and Lotus to hold off any reinforcements.
Fine, but our deal still stands. After their leader is felled, I want my payment.
Oh, by Sovngarde, let's just focus on bashing in some heads, yeah?
So busy, so busy. Now I must entertain these guests. We'll purge this world, make it clean. All shall be blessed and perish. My blessing will leave you weak.
Imp-Gus, just what I require.
Stop those nasty antidotes! Nothing like the smell of charred flesh.
I prepared an antidote for you.
Fools! Get in here and protect me! Sinews, pulsing. Yes!
I require Strangler sap for my antidote. Quick!
Nasty. Nasty. She'll kill you all.
Riding with you never stops surprising me.
Scalecaller
Well fought.
will...
Where's the shield, Yorbold? You said the leader would have it!
He wasn't the one leading them, I'm afraid. My friends, prepare yourself. For Za'an the Scalecaller has risen again.
The dragon priest that's buried here?
She must have it. We need to keep climbing. I will not be denied my prize!
Next you'll tell me we have to fight her dragon too. Wait, we don't have to fight a dragon, do we?
No, Scalecoller's dragon abandoned her long ago. I fear she serves a new lord now, perhaps one just as powerful.
Are you really going to fight a dragon priest? Haven't you heard the legends about them? I may be an undaunted, but I'm not a fool. Well, you're either incredibly brave or ridiculously stupid. Perhaps even both.
I'm so sorry, my friend. When I first asked you to help me, I never thought... Am I mistaken? To think that Za'an the Scalecaller has risen again? Why, it strikes me to my very core. No. I thought this was just a Periite cult. A rather nasty Daedric prince rules over order and pestilence. It would explain why the dragons depicted here are quadrupedal, which of course... Oh, I'm rambling now. I have no idea. Za'an the Scalecaller worshipped dragons, not Daedra. I might be mistaken. Perhaps the new cult leader simply took her name as a symbol of status. Still, best to be prepared for what lies ahead.
Look, we don't have time to stand around and chat. Well, aren't you a clever one? Yes, there's a shield in this temple that I want. Not that it's any of your concern, of course. Stands to reason, doesn't it? This cretin certainly didn't. Look, like I said, we don't have time to stand around and talk. Whoever's ahead is mustering their forces as we speak. It's best to strike now.
Did the Zokun send you to usurp me? To take this temple back? No matter. This mountaintop shall be your grave, just as it was mine. I rule over this mountain, and you shall feel my wrath. Feel winter's cold embrace. Prince of Pestilence, make them pay. My shield! How dare you fools make me drop it! Frost and blight, hold you! Harriet, send my foes your blessing!
No! No! I was so close! Spellbreaker was within my grasp! It should be mine!
Is that all you can think of? After all that we've been through? Your greed has blinded you, Ela. I pray one day you see that. So that was a dragon priest? Terrifying. I don't believe she was even at her full power, which is a frightening thought. I think, with the aid of my research, I can finally put Za'an the Scalecaller to rest for good. With the cult defeated and the bodies burned, there should be no way for the illness to spread. All thanks to you, of course. Now, as for my part, I will ensure that Scalecaller's soul can never return again. You fools may have defeated me, but you'll never stop the Master of Tasks. Still, his pestilence spreads, and this one shall know its blessing. May you suffer in oblivion for all your wretched deeds. And may I be the last victim you ever claim. I don't regret coming here. Thanks to us, this plague has been stopped. We've saved countless lives today, my friend. Still, I can't help but wish our adventure ended under different circumstances. It seems that Za'an saw fit to grant me a parting gift. She possessed me but for a moment, but still it was enough. I'm afraid I've been afflicted with the very disease we tried so hard to put an end to. It means this temple shall be my new home. I'll quarantine myself here, continue my research. Perhaps one day someone will even find my journals. I just wish I had prepared for this. What I wouldn't do for some of the cult's research materials. By the 8. Truly. With these I am saved. I'll have Lotus deliver a message to a friend of mine who specializes in diseases. You've not only saved Tamriel from this horrid plague, but myself as well. I can't express how thankful I am.
It's not every day I see someone take out a dragon priest. I would have put good gold on you losing, honestly. Glad to see you prove me wrong. It's funny, you did most of the work, but I still need a drink. Is there a rock in your face? Then trust me, I don't dislike you. You're welcome to come have another drink with me in Wayrest anytime.
I was so close. Spellbreaker was right here, waiting for me to just take it. How could I have let it slip through my fingers? Of course, the legendary shield, able to block magic itself. What warrior wouldn't wish to claim it? I had caught wind this cult had it years ago, but I wasn't able to track them down until today. Well, it's all useless now. It's gone. What do you know of my greed? You had no idea how many have died by my side. Comrades, friends, family, all dead because I couldn't protect them, because I was too weak. Spellbreaker was my one path to strength, and it's gone. How did you know that? Fine, I admit it. I kept the group small. I didn't want to take the chance of someone getting greedy and grabbing the shield for themselves. What does that have to do with anything? You're right. From the very start, I didn't care about this plague. I didn't even care enough about my own men to do right by them. I knew the dangers, and I didn't care. Oh, by the 8, what have I done? I've been such a fool. I forgot what strength truly is. It's fighting for what you believe in. It's protecting those who depend on you. Thank you for helping me see reason. I'm going to make amends. I swear it.
I just cannot believe what fortune the 8 have blessed me with today. I'll make it my life's work to share with others what transpired here today. All shall know that it was you who bravely defeated Za'an the Scalecaller and saved Tamriel.